Yes, you're getting a surprise midweek video, and yes, I have a damn good reason for being all hookered up right now. I'll get to that later. It's none of your business. I thought this was important because I have been dealing with this issue for months. RVs, because they have such poor ventilation, it's not like a house, that they retain smell, and it's really bad when you're cooking. But this RV smelled like, if I was to give it a perfume flavor, it would be called Unfortunate Toast. It just smelled, that's what it smelled like. It smelled like toast, and it was in my towels. Like, I'd get out of the gym, go in the shower, and like put the towel on my face. I could smell my towels. My clothes smelled like it. And I could not get rid of it. I could not get rid of it. It was driving me insane. And I just assumed, so in the South, you have all the hellish weather. And mostly it's too hot and too humid to keep the windows open. So you can't get fresh air in. And then in the winter it gets pretty cold here. So all this summer, I could not get rid of it. I had every God blessed kind of smelly thing, and it didn't work. And then I was Febreze. I Febrezed everything, didn't work. I did everything I could possibly think of. Nothing worked. So I went on the owner's forum for Grand Design, and I told everyone my problem. And I thought that I didn't know what they were going to say. But almost universally, everyone said, you got to get a dehumidifier. And I'm like, no. The problem is there's like some kind of odor that's retaining in here that smells like it's a food smell. I said, it doesn't matter, you got to get a dehumidifier. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. There's no water infiltration. I went through a hurricane. I checked it for leaks. There's no water infiltration. And I got into it with this woman, God help her. And I said, that makes no sense. I don't ever use the shower. I barely cook, so it's not like there's like steaming pots and pans over here. I do all my cooking outside. It's not a dehu. And they were relentless. So I went and got, and I did not want a electric dehumidifier because they run continuously. If you don't get one with an automatic stop, it fills up, and then they're kind of a pain in the ass. And because they run continuously, they're going to drive up your electric bill, and that I definitely didn't want. Moreover, if you're traveling and you don't have a power source, you can't run your dehumidifier. So I went and got 3 kinds of things. One, this is humongous. This is like $10, but it lasts a while. So I got this. And then these I actually use in the Scion, but they're good for closets. You hang them up and then you can see the water collecting. And then these, like, I actually don't really like these because it's open. And so the water is like down here. And if you knock it over accidentally, it will come out and spill all over the place. But I get all these Damp-Rid products, and I will put a link to all of them below. I get all the Damp-Rid products, and I put them throughout the rig. Everything is shut because it's too damn hot out. It's 85 degrees in October, and the smell goes away. I'll be damned. So what everyone had said, no, we had this discussion in the van. I told everyone that it was stupid to have these in the van, and I stick by that because in order to get in and out of the van, you're opening up this huge door. And if you have these in an open system, it doesn't make any sense because you will be dehumidifying planet Earth. Okay? So if your windows are open, you're going to be pulling moisture from outside. If you're constantly opening that big sliding door in a van, you're pulling moisture from outside. They are meant to exist in a closed system. So if, like right now, I have that window open. I have that window open. So these are in closets and away. And when I shut everything down tonight or when it gets too hot, I'll open everything back up. So I don't think it makes sense in a van. But in a closed environment, I had no idea that just like the water from the sink and the water from when this boils and shoots up, it accumulates that moisture. And I'm one tiny person in here, but I'll be damned if getting these non-electric dehumidifiers worked. The smell is gone, right? So you just get like a musty air, and that's what it is. And now it's gone. The fabric doesn't smell like it. My towels don't smell like it. It was getting to the point where like my sheets would smell like it. Totally gone. Not an issue anymore. So I can't say enough. For closed environments, phenomenal. I have them in the Scion. I use them in the Scion because pieces of the Scion have flown off over time or gotten ruined in the hurricane, and I think there's like little leaks in it. I'll say the other suggestion that people gave, and I want to clarify this because I think there's a lot of bad information about it, is they said get an ozone cleaner. These are machines, they're like 80 to 500 and up, and what they pump the air full of ozone. Now, when you read misinformation about ozone cleaners, they will say that ozone is in pollution and it will kill you and you're not supposed to breathe it, and this is further hyped by the fact that when you put an ozone machine in your home, in your car, wherever you want to use it, you have to leave for 3 hours, and then when you come back you have to open up all the windows and clear it out. It is not good for you to breathe straight ozone. If you have houseplants in your home or your rig or wherever and you use an ozone cleaner, it will probably kill the plants. It's not meant for you to breathe. And so when people hear that, they're like, oh my god, like this is so dangerous, I can't believe anyone would use it. I won't go into the whole science of how adding the ozone like bumps off and adds on molecules and like essentially scrubs the air, but I will tell you that it absolutely works, and you have absolutely walked into rooms and vehicles and houses that have had an ozone scrubber. As long as you ventilate afterwards, it's fine. Here's a good way of looking at it. When you use a bug bomb, like in the South we use them for those huge roaches, like the fumigators, or when a pest company comes and sprays, you're supposed to close everything down, run the AC so it gets, filtered, and no, I'm sorry, you run it after the fact. But you close everything down, and then you come back after 3 hours. Military planes, you can probably hear them, go boys and girls. And then you come back and you open up all the windows and you let the house breathe again. God, that is a big one. We must be going to tear somebody's ass up in some other country, or maybe this one. Who knows anymore? It's not a big deal. I'll tell you, when you go into a hotel, hotels use ozone cleaners to get the smell out of rooms. If you've ever bought a used car, they've used an ozone cleaner for that. Real estate, to get the smoking smell out of the draperies and the drywall, they'll use ozone machines for that. You plug it in, it pumps the air full of O3, ozone, and that through a chemical process like cleans out the air, all right? So all I'm saying is do not be horrified by this, and if you have major odor issues in your home, in your rig, in your car, whatever, I do think the ozone that was gonna be what I used if the dehumidifiers didn't work. I don't think they're scary if you have a brain, if you don't get terrified easily, and if you use it intelligently. And usually you can rent them too, but just easy on the hype, y'all. Otherwise, I'm amazed. I mean, they're not cheap, $10, $5, and those come in a set of 3, but no smell, none, gone. I'll be damned. I should probably go back and apologize to that woman. That I'm not going to. But it's the thought that counts, and I thought about apologizing. That's good enough. Bye, y'all.